Hello everyone, I am Dr. Nikki Starr, and today I'm going to be talking about masculine and feminine, the toxic sides, the divine sides, and why the masculine and the feminine need each other. So masculine and feminine have nothing to do with man and woman. So it's the first thing to get very clear. We all have masculine and feminine within us, and actually to be most spiritually enlightened and evolved, it's important to have both balanced and both strong. So in terms of divine aspects, the masculine is about directness, structure, getting things done, reaching a goal, very linear thinking, making it happen, getting it done. The feminine we can think of as flowing and flexible. The feminine is about receiving. The feminine is about being in flow. So you see how they're different. And then of course, there's so many more. I can go into so many characteristics of the masculine and feminine. Before this, we'll keep it brief. When we think of toxic masculine, we think of destruction. We think of what's happening on the planet with war and aggression. When we think of toxic feminine, we can think of control and manipulative, or even passivity. So when we come into our divine masculine and feminine, this is when we're reaching towards enlightenment, or reaching a higher state of being, or coming into a more spiritual space. Now, when it comes to us operating on our own, it's important to have both very strong, which means we come into androgyny, which our masculine and our feminine is balanced. But when it comes to romantic relationships, there's the general consensus is that women are feminine and men are masculine. With the awakening of spirituality, everyone is awakening their feminine. So that means men can tend to more feminine traits. And actually, as we see women rising in leadership, there can be a toxicity where women become very masculine. This can be helpful in the workplace of getting things done, but when women become aggressive or they start competing with their men in romantic relationships for the masculine, this is a total buzzkill in terms of juiciness and passion and sexual chemistry. So one of the toxicities of masculine-feminine dynamics is when both are competing for the masculine. So ladies, be really mindful if you're very masculine in your workspace not to take it into the romantic space. Because if you're both in your masculine, it's like alpha, it's like bulls fighting. And men, it's very important as you're awakening your spirituality that you do not become too feminine when it comes to you being in relationship, because this will be a big turnoff to women. Because if both of you are in your feminine, it's like best friends cuddling on the couch, and there's not a lot of sexy juiciness. So the reason why masculine and feminine need each other is because when there is a masculine and a feminine pull, it creates attraction. And then this creates that juicy chemistry and connection that we all crave. And this is the basis of love. So when masculine and feminine come together, it's a co-creation. It's like a child is birthed. It doesn't have to be an actual child, but it's love. And love is the force of creation. So this whole reality is made up of masculine and feminine. We need both. Just like we need our masculine and our feminine to get things done in our life, we need those moments where we have goals and we make plans, which is masculine, and also where we open to surrender and go with the flow of the universe. So it's a dance between both when we're by ourselves. And then when we're in relationship, we really want to surrender to one pole. Of course, it's not always true that the woman has to always be the feminine and the man always has to be the masculine. However, to dance in a relationship, one person needs to be feminine and one person needs to be masculine to create that juicy polarity, or what we call chemistry. So if you're in a relationship or you're wanting to be in a relationship, keep this in mind. Keep your work at work. And when you're in relating and connecting, then really think about who's masculine, who's feminine, and you can choose which one you want to be in. And I recommend women, you surrender and let your man lead, and men really take the lead. So I hope this video was helpful. I trust it was. And I'll see you Monday for Mantra Monday. Sending you all so much juicy love and wishing you a lot of polarity, chemistry, creation, and love.